Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emu wearing sunglasses!
Emu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. At least 2 people are killed and several homes are destroyed by tornadoes in Oklahoma.
We had the storms in central Oklahoma that produced the damage. And then there were other supercells, the same kind of storms with very large hail, and a couple of tornadoes up in eastern Kansas, up into southwest Iowa.
Rich Thompson with the National Weather Service. At least 78 people are reported to have been killed in a stampede at a charity event in Yemen.
The tragedy happened at an event in the capital Sana'a, where money was being handed out to mark the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. In an attempt to control the crowd, some of the Houthi rebels who run the city fired in the air, striking an electrical wire and causing it to explode. The subsequent panic led to a stampede.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. SpaceX plans an unmanned test flight of its Starship rocket this morning. Monday's launch from Texas was scrubbed because of a stuck valve. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
I guess it's time to talk, right?
It is.
Okay. Well, good. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
I'm Lee Barris.
And welcome to the Thursday edition.
It is Thursday.
Dang, I got it right.
Yep.
You've been right all week.
Well, that's the first time I've been right. Lean a little right, but first time I've been right. Oh, this is just because it's a heating pad. My shoulder hurts again all the time. So anyway, I'm just trying to play catch up all of a sudden. How are you ladies?
Good.
Good.
Well, then we could go home. We don't have to talk anymore.
Okay.
Everything's all right in your world?
Almost overslept this morning, but yeah. I turned the alarm off for 32 minutes. I just kept getting snooze.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I got to get out of bed to do that. So, if I got to get out of bed, I don't have the alarm clock where I can reach it or any.
That's
right
smart.
beside me. Yeah, I need to start doing that. Yeah.
But see, Alexa wakes me up and I just yell at her, snooze for 5 more minutes. And I do that about 3 times.
Alexa does that?
Yeah.
I don't want
Alexa
somebody
does.
talking to me when I'm trying to wake up.
Mhm.
Well, it's the easiest way to get up.
No, it's not.
You hear another voice in the house?
Oh, no. Things start happening there.
Yes. I'm used to Alexa. Except when she uses my name, she scares me. It's like being back in my childhood.
That's AI, artificial intelligence.
Well, when you were growing up, your mom or
never did
dad
grow up.
ever yelled your full name while you were outside?
No, really not.
You knew your Kelly. Your mama ever yell your full
Oh,
full
absolutely.
name?
I guarantee she did with you.
Sometimes, like, it was famous for yelling all 3 kids' names. So she just yell everybody's name.
Yeah,
and I was the only girl. I have 2 brothers.
It was my uncle for the longest time, my dad's youngest brother.
Mhm.
Oh, my God. He would call me by that name on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah. No, I think maybe only 2 or 3 times I got the full name. But like I said, we got Kelly Scott Derrick because that's when we all knew we were in trouble, though. Because it's like she couldn't remember anyone's names. Just
Group punishment.
We all just got, it was like this a group punishment because, we did I got that a lot.
Yeah, when we were kids and we were outside playing, if mama ever opened that door and yelled our full names, we knew we were in trouble.
Go find a neighbor you can stay with, right?
We just went ahead and broke the switch off herself off the tree and took it in with us.
You ever put a book in your backside first?
No, I never did that.
My mom was pretty quick at what she did. You never saw it coming.
Oh.
She was quick.
Yeah.
The former owner of Tideline, he had 3 boys. They had 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And when he would get mad, and he still refers to it this way, damn it, boy.
Mhm.
Because he couldn't figure out which one
Couldn't,
did
couldn't
it.
remember which name, like
Damn it,
my
boy.
mama. Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So everybody they didn't
It
know who was
equal
guilty, but
opportunity. Yeah.
they all and the punishment coming their way. So anyway, good morning, y'all. I hope you're doing fine.
It's Thursday.
It is
It's warm.
Thursday,
It's a
and
nice
This has been a
it's going to be a
fast
pretty
week.
day.
It has been. It's
Yeah.
been a busy week for me.
It's gonna be very warm.
I worked till 9 o'clock last night. I'm tired.
Oh,
Why?
I had clients and had a group meeting. Yeah. For clients. Yeah.
You need to get her a better job.
I love my job.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. But I've got to stop snacking at work.
uh-oh.
I've gained 4 pounds.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh
I know
my
it's those
God.
puffs. It's those, as my grandson calls it, the fake puffs.
Those
Those
things,
gluten-free. I'm telling you, they're
Yes.
amazing.
they're
The-
habitual.
Those gluten-free puffs are like the greatest invention ever. They're so good, and oh my God, they're good.
We were in the car
They're
together.
just full of air.
I had Lee in the car with me. I said, Lee, try one of these puffs.
Oh,
They're full of air.
No,
good.
they are so good.
They're
Oh,
full of air.
Well, that's a good thing.
that means less people will eat them. My grandson hates them. He says those are fake puffs now
They
because
taste-
they're white cheddar. That's why they're
Yes.
not
They
orange.
taste like regular puffs.
They're amazing, but they're getting me in trouble where I got to stop. I got to stop eating these puffs because I'm sitting. You know what I mean? Like in between clients, I'm just sitting.
Okay.
Yeah. I got y'all. Somebody smacked those puffs out of my hand. Y'all just make me stop eating. them.
Okay, now you
Yeah.
just got the invite, y'all.
Yeah, do it because I got to get this 4 pounds off. Oh crap! Hope doctor ain't listening today.
Uh-oh.
I don't think so. She just texted me earlier.
Let's call her.
No,
Gina.
let's not. Don't you tell her. This 4 pounds is coming off. It's coming off quick.
Oh, I don't
Mm.
say anything when I go in there.
Well, see, I got one of them scales and one of those blood pressure things.
I got both. I have to do both. She
that's
makes
hooked
me.
up to
I'll
her.
say mine are not hooked up.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. I have them in a log, and she makes me bring the log in. And go use
Oh,
it.
I
Yeah.
know. She
have to do
doesn't
it like
trust
4 or
me.
5 times
So
a day. Yeah.
she got this for me. She said, it's not going to cost you anything. There's
Mhm.
no subscription. There's no fee. It's just going to be done. And then she looks at it at any time she wants to.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to. We have a
Don't-
listener all the way from Philippines.
I knew that. Yep.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Anybody I know?
Good morning.
And
They listen a lot too.
Yes. They're under
Yay,
the
good
name
morning.
of Pops.
Oh, her?
Subarana. So I'm sorry if I misspelled.
Yeah.
They're always
said your
listening.
name.
Him
Yeah.
or her, right?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah. Well, she just said. I think it's a her. She just said that she was listening from the Philippines.
Well, good. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah. Yep.
Give us a call if you want to chat.
Yes.
Wonder what time it is in the Philippines right now.
It's a good question.
Dark.
I don't know, but this
Hold
is
on, when I
freaking
was
me out.
When I was in
Getting up and
14 hours ahead.
coming to the station in the morning, and it's light out now.
Yeah, that's all.
I know. I
This
I
past
actually like
week-
that. Don't complain about that.
Oh no, I'm
It's-
not complaining
okay,
about it, but I think I'm
love it.
late. I'm an hour
when-
late.
Yeah. Well, not when I get up. It's still dark out there. I can't see anything.
When I
Right.
get up, it's dark. Well, the last 2 days because I've got up late, it is not, but it's supposed to be. Okay, according to this, it's 7 at night there. It's 7 in the morning
Okay,
here.
so it's
12 hours.
it's
Yeah.
approaching dark.
Yep.
Hey, have a good evening. Get
Yeah.
some sleep tonight,
Yeah.
pops.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Okay, several damaging tornadoes out there in central
Yes.
Oklahoma.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, one tornado rolled through central Oklahoma last night. Winds of 70 miles per hour. Had a lot of rain and golf ball size hail. Said 2 people were killed in the small town of Cole, and I've never heard of Cole, Oklahoma. I don't think. And there were several injuries, ranging from cuts and bruises to some requiring you got to go stay in the hospital for a while.
Oh my.
Numerous
where was
tornadoes.
this
This
at?
is in central part of Oklahoma. Numerous tornadoes have ripped through a number of central Oklahoma
Oh, that's so
counties,
sad.
including Cole, Chickasha, Bridge Creek, Moore, and Norman. So, yep. I don't generally our weather patterns will come from that direction, and we do know that over this next day or so we're going to have some changing weather.
We
Yes,
are. So I'm
Saturday.
just very upset about
Right now we're
Saturday.
at a risk, but they said that may change. for
Saturday's my
Saturday.
grandson's birthday,
Happy
but his party
birthday
is
to
Sunday.
you.
So yeah,
Okay, well, good.
happy about that. Oh, Oklahoma, that's very sad. I've been to
is.
Oklahoma City once to a conference.
I've been
and
through the area, but
yeah.
I've never
Um,
stopped there.
Oklahoma City was it was in actually a really nice city, clean. You know how I am about dirty cities.
Look at the size of that hail.
Oh my word!
It's bigger than a golf ball.
Yes, that's like a baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have cleaned out my garage, because if there's a hill coming,
You pulled your car in there.
I'm putting it in the garage.
That is all. That's sad.
Look at that
Look
storm
at that
there.
storm cloud. Oh no. And I mean it's so like flatlandy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
there's
it's
nothing to break anything
where you
up.
going? Yeah. Oklahoma City was a good city though. Went to the Oklahoma City bombing memorial.
Uh-huh.
I cried through the whole thing. By the time we got done at the end, I was sobbing. That is probably one of the most horrific and moving memorials I think I've ever been to. And especially when they've got the children's part and they got oh my goodness, it is gut wrenching. It was a very well done memorial that they did. Very, very sad, very educational, but incredibly sad.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. Good city. I was impressed with Oklahoma City.
A cop up there in New York City, NYPD, was attacked, smacked in the head with a bottle in an attack by a random passerby.
What?
Caught on video. The female officer was standing near a location there, 231st Street and Broadway. And this was in the Bronx. They were conducting smoke shop inspections. A man walked up behind her and hit her with a bottle in the back of the head.
Let me guess, he got away.
He has been arrested,
Oh.
but he also has been arrested 11 times before.
Well, interesting.
He's a frequent flyer.
Was he 11 times for just various other things
A
or
variety
for
of
assaulting
charges.
people?
Yeah, a variety of charges. Look at this still frame right here of him getting ready to hit her.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah, your mouth is wide open.
Oh
Kelly.
my.
Wow.
Because I'm watching the guy with the camera in his hand filming something like,
It's a setup.
oh my.
There's not much doubt before it.
Well, what was, question, was he charged with assault of a police officer? I mean, other places he would be. This is New York City. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. It's going to have to get by that. Well, no, this is in the Bronx. It's not in Manhattan. So he doesn't have to, they don't have to deal with the,
The Bronx don't have that same DA?
no, I don't think so.
I'm about to look that up
Okay.
too. About to find out.
She was taken to the hospital. Department said the officer's condition is stable. The guy was arrested. He's 45 years old, lives in the Bronx. Charged with assault, obstruction of government administration, resisting arrest, menacing, criminal possession of a weapon, and harassment.
Okay, yeah, it's not
Been
the same
arrested
DA.
11 times in the past. The Manhattan District Attorney, the Manhattan District Attorney called his home the safest big city in America.
We're back to DA Bragg.
You know, I don't have a clue. Whatever.
Well, DA,
Glad not to be in New York, to be honest with you. Any part of New York.
I wouldn't want.
Or the city.
I know some people that canceled trip there because they're like, no way are we going up
Oh,
there.
yes.
Well, they
I
won't let
mean,
me carry
I saw
something to make me equal. So I ain't going.
Same. I mean, I'm not. I would love to go only to go to the 9/11 memorial. I would like to go there, but
Sorry.
and I'd like to do an Ellis Island tour
Mm-hmm.
for family reasons. But nope, not doing it. Nope.
Got no reason to be there.
No, I have no desire to go there at all.
Anyway, 910-333-0139. That's our number if you want to chat. You've got a little time because it's 7:30 this morning. We're going to jump back into time here about Onslow's history, Onslow County. A lot of it is on display right there in Richlands, not Richlands. It's Richlands at the Onslow County
The
Museum.
museum is awesome. I can't wait for this. I just need the dates of when this thing's coming because I'm going to it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So we'll find out more about that in just about 15 minutes or so. We'll be joined by the, I don't know what do they call them, curators or just the director?
She's the director.
She's a director, but I still say she's a curator of it. But
So
yeah,
do
I
I.
just say she's fabulous.
yeah.
So we'll learn a little bit more about our history. And at that point in time,
District, you were talking about that Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg.
Yeah.
Apparently, a federal judge yesterday apparently Mr. Bragg wanted to block a congressional subpoena for a former prosecutor that had worked on the investigation into Trump. And the federal judge says, hey, I got no standing to block that subpoena. So that person has to testify.
Yep.
Now, my question is, why does he want that person not testifying?
Maybe he's got inside information
Well,
about
maybe
Mr. Bragg.
That or the fact that what Mr. Bragg's doing may not be above board. I don't, or he or she. I don't know if it's
I will tell you, I watched the first hearing with Nadler and Jim Jordan, and they were letting people who had suffered or been victims of violence in New York talk. It was
but Ohio has a higher murder rate than New York.
Well, it depends on what stats you look at.
I found so many
stats.
I found so many different ones yesterday. It was like, really? How do you? It goes back to figures lie and liars figure.
Because there was 2-3 different people who testified, and I'm telling you, they all had different stats on New York. It was just goes to show you what is real.
I'm not sure what is real anymore, and I'm not picking on Republicans or Democrats or conservatives or liberals or whoever. I'm just confused. I don't know whether it's the North versus the South again or not.
Yeah, it's the left versus the right. It's intense.
It is intense, and I don't know. I don't quite get it. To me, it looks like we have an invasion of information feeding this country and feeding certain elements of people in this country. We have Steve yesterday talking about we all rely on Fox News for our news. No, we don't.
I've gone to a lot of different.
First of all, I try to do my fact checking regardless of what's out there.
Right.
But yes, there is so much opinions on, especially TV news today.
It's all become opinions.
It's talk shows. We have our own opinions, and that's all we do is we talk about what we think. It's not what sources we use or anything else. It's about what we actually believe.
Well, because we may use a particular source doesn't mean that we are using them as facts.
No. But we have opinions.
That's right.
I can have an opinion. You can have an opinion, and sometimes our opinions are not the same. That's fine.
Yeah.
I've had. Sometimes I don't even agree with myself. I need to probably put that on a sign on the back here.
I think that would be a good sign.
Sometimes I don't agree with myself, seriously, because I'm not sure. I have to look at things to double check and double check. But that's the way I am.
I agree with that. Well, you and I don't always agree.
No, we don't.
Y'all don't hear us squabbling. We do it off the air, but sometimes
we don't even squabble off the air.
Well, it's not squabbling. It's just that
it's like Kelly and I have an opinion on the train derailments,
and you don't share our opinion.
You don't share our opinion. But I will tell you, I talked to my nephew. That's his job, is putting them back on the track. And he told me, he said, it's an everyday occurrence. You just don't hear about it unless it's a big train carrying chemicals or whatever.
That's right.
And he said, I do it every day. He said, get out there. And he showed me the thing he used, and he explained it all. He says, it's really not uncommon. And I said, well,
that's fine. That's not uncommon. I get it. And this stuff's been happening for a long time. But that don't mean things have changed.
I've
and
covered train derailments
Yes.
since the 70s, since I got into television news. You understand? I've seen them happen. They've happened here in Onslow County. They happen all over New Hanover County. New Hanover County had a lot of rails.
Correct.
And it's like a wreck. But it's going to happen.
I understand that. But the problem is, if I'm going to try to create mayhem and discontent, I'm not going to invent some new way to do it. I'm going to use some existing way that people have gotten complacent and used to and do it that way. And that's the angle Leah and I are using.
Well, that's the reason that I believe hurricanes are man-made. I think hurricanes are out there
no.
because we have become
No.
so complacent that in the probably this year, we're going to have a severe one created by China.
While I do think
He's
China
making
has a
fun
lot
of
of
us, Kelly.
capability, that's fine. Let him,
He's making
yeah,
fun of us.
That's all right. Me and him gonna fight about something else anyway.
Well,
after
it's
this.
just strange because the electric grid, all the
Yes.
issues there,
Yes.
the train derailments,
Uh-huh.
I got my
the
generator.
ship's not been able to get into the ports. I mean,
The ability starting to make it. Remember when we couldn't get bullets?
yes, and then the
was
balloons.
I was
Yeah.
never without having an opportunity or buying bullets. Never.
That balloon mapping all our military things
Mhm.
and transmitting back immediately, which has been proven. So
Right.
this way it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
well,
They didn't leak that out. I mean, they didn't want nobody to know. But
all they
we
did.
know it now.
Well, we've had a lot of interruption in our internet services, our
I had it
phone
yesterday at work.
services.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, something's up.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Well,
Kelly and I believe that.
that new
Well, when it happens, Lee, I told you so.
That's right. We're
I'm
not
just
going to let
saying,
you in our
I will
bomb
not.
shelter.
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll just walk out back and you'll see my whole house generator has been installed.
Has
Oh,
it?
But it hasn't been
Yay.
hooked up yet. That's
Okay.
it's a multi-day process
Yeah.
to do this.
But at least it's in there. Woohoo.
They took that 600-pound unit off
Mhm.
of the truck yesterday and leveled some ground out there, put some rock down and a pad
Sweet.
down,
And
and
Kelly,
it's there.
there's enough room for us to bring our dogs and our sleeping bags and stuff
Cool.
in case the
Yeah.
weather, something happens.
And
We're staying here.
And I've got a stand-up tent for Robin. It's called a pup tent.
Robbie is a
Quit picking on Robin.
Robin,
on him
Robin's
about
a
his
good
height.
guy.
I
He's
know
a
he
good
is.
guy.
It's just discrimination to the max.
Well, I'm reading a terrible story. We got to take a break.
Yes, take a
have
break.
y'all seen this story out of North Carolina? Take a break. And Rafe, I'm going to ask you about something too.
All right, you're
Let's go.
live and local,
Good
Real
Lord.
Talk Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME. Weather is next.
We've unlocked the vaults and we're replaying Casey Kasem's American Top 40, the 70s. This week is from April 26, 1975. That's when the Blackbirds were walking in rhythm. Sammy Johns drove the van. Paul Wynn was covered in shaving cream. And Barry White wondered, what am I going to do with you? You'll hear those songs and all the top 40 hits from April 26, 1975, right here on American Top 40, the 70s.
Check out Casey Saturday mornings 8 to 11 on Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
Doug.
Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. See how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up from a traditional lap bar to a familiar steering wheel experience for stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Unlock the possibilities of your lawn with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street in Kinston for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1 1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
S&H Feed and Garden would like to remind you that spring is here. S&H Feed and Garden, 4043 Freedom Way, Hubert, has been serving Swansboro and surrounding areas with lawn and garden supplies since 1978. We're your one-stop for all your lawn and gardening needs, offering annual bedding plants, perennials, hanging baskets, vegetable plants and seeds, as well as herbs, all grown on site. Make sure you check out the gift store, along with everything you need for your garden. We also carry super premium pet foods without the super premium price. We encourage you to compare whatever brand you're feeding now with our Victor, Taste of the Wild, and Diamond Natural products. We think you'll be surprised. Stop by S&H Feed and Garden, 4043 Freedom Way, Hubert. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5. Closed on Sundays. Phone 910-326-5690. That's 910-326-5690.
Keep on keeping on, leap on, leaping on. Join us at the Jacksonville Country Club for our first annual First Tee Gala, April 29th. The First Tee Gala is a benefit for the kids of Onslow County. It not only introduces them to the game of golf, but also provides the tools to help build character, confidence, life skills, and resilience. Let's give our kids and our culture a brighter future. Join us for the First Tee Gala, April 29th at the Jacksonville Country Club. Tickets are available now at Great Gas of Jacksonville.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, we're back live on local Real Talk, and Tideline Marine right here in Jacksonville, sponsors of our marine forecast each day. Great place to be. I'll be working down there again today, so if you want to come down and chat and we'll just talk about things, come on down, no problem. And you might even find something in there you like. Even if you don't fish, there's stuff in there to look at. If you do fish, there's lots of stuff to look at. Lots of information you can pick up there firsthand that I don't even have time to give you all that information over the air. You tell me specifically what you want to catch, and we can hook you up with the right stuff. Pardon the pun there, but we can get you going. Not a problem. Why? Not because we're smart, but because the people who shop there are professional fishermen. They're guides. A bunch of them shop there. They tell George and Elise and me when they come in and I'm there, they tell us what they're using as bait because they want to make sure that the store stocks it. That's the only way they can get it. If we don't stock it, they have a hard time getting it. So if they tell us, we know, we don't have a problem sharing it, and they know that. That's the reason they tell us. It's not a big deal. So come on down there today, and we'll have a chat with you. If you want to buy a boat, you can do that too. George has just been selling boats left and right like you would not believe. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. That's where you need to be. Offshore today, winds out of the southwest, nice 5 to 10, seas around really nice 2 feet. Dominant period, 6 seconds, easy to get out the inlet. Sounds and rivers, only a light chop. Tomorrow, westerly winds around 5 knots, becoming southerly in the afternoon. Seas, again, about 2 feet. Dominant period, 6 seconds, easy to get out. Sounds and rivers will also be flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon. Saturday, just in time for the weekend. Here comes the change.
Stay home Saturday.
Winds, no go shopping at Tideline Marine.
True.
The winds out of the south, 15 to 20, gusts to 25 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet, building to 4 to 6 in the afternoon.
Today it's going to be amazing. Sunny, high of 88. Tonight, clear, low of 57. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 85. The winds in the afternoon could start to gust with gusts as high as 16 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, the cloudiness will kind of come in with the low of only 62, though. That's good. Saturday, it gets wild. There's only a chance of showers before 2 o'clock. Then a chance of showers and some thunderstorms between 2 and 5. But really, after 5 p.m. is when it's going to rock and roll. Showers and thunderstorms. Cloudy, high of 77. It's going to be gusty. And it looks like Saturday evening is when the rain. But Saturday night it's supposed to rain almost all night. Low of 51. And then, but Sunday, yay, it rebounds. A high sunny and a high of 73. I'll take
So
that.
after the storms.
Yeah, the storm's just kind of going to roll through mostly in the evening, but I mean, it's a chance in the, till 2 p.m. Then 2 or 5, it increases significantly. Then after 5, it's
So the
but
system
you know how
went,
that
the
goes.
system that went through Oklahoma yesterday is
Mhm.
coming our way.
Correct.
Okay. It
Yeah.
just hopefully won't be as
I'm hoping the mountains or whatever will kind of cut it down
Break it
some.
down.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So we will see.
We will see.
All right, 7:30. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. And we have a special guest in
We
the
do.
studios. We're going to talk about old stuff.
We're going to talk
Old
about
stuff.
cool stuff.
Cool stuff. Old stuff is cool stuff.
It is. I agree
I
with
mean,
that.
I got
was a
old
history
stuff
major.
over there that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, we welcome Lisa Whitman Grice. She's director of the Onslow County Museum.
Good morning. Thank
How
you
are
all
you?
for having me here.
Oh,
Very
good.
well.
She's
thank
got
you.
some exciting news for us too.
we're going to show on the road.
Well,
The road's coming to us.
The road is coming to us. We were very, very honored to learn in December of 2021 that we would be the recipient of one of 6 museums in the state that were selected to host
Wow.
a Smithsonian
Wow.
exhibit. Yes, we were
That's
very
awesome.
excited.
That's a big wowie.
It is. So we were the recipient who were selected to host an exhibit in the southeast district of the region of the state. And it's been all over, and it's called Crossroads: Change in Rural America.
Okay.
This is an exhibit that was designed and curated at the Smithsonian. It's been traveling around the country. I actually saw it in Virginia back in 21 and thought this would be perfect. This really meshes with our story here.
We've got a lot of crossroads that have made news over the decades. The late Skip Waters,
Oh,
he talked about crossroads a lot.
did.
He was a WCTI meteorologist, and I
My
think
favorite.
I think he'd been to every one in Eastern North Carolina because he could call them by name and tell you what store was on the corners there,
and who
So-
the neighbors were.
and who
That's
the
right.
neighbors were. So Crossroads, that's an interesting name, and for an exhibit, and I love it.
Well, we and it's exactly what you said. It's those places, those community gathering places. Lots of folks talk about the physical crossroads. Places like 210 and 172.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. So we think about
Yes.
Four Corners.
Mhm.
We think about Southwest Crossroads. We
Mhm.
think about what it used to be at 53 and 258 and, even Triangle. So we all know those,
We know that's
those
how we know
physical,
those locations.
right? Those geographic locations. But it's also about sort of being at a crossroads in time and place so that we're seeing change in rural America. And what does
Right.
that mean? And that's what this exhibit's about.
The
I'm
changing
excited
of
about
America. Yeah, that will be great. And that's going to be happening when?
So it opens officially on Saturday, May the 6th.
Okay.
Exhibit openings at the museum are always family-free days, and we'll have special remarks and special guests. They're at 1 o'clock. There'll be refreshments, of course, and we welcome. This is very much a family exhibit, so we want to invite generations to come and see what this means. And then it will run until June the 9th is our,
Okay.
so
Well,
we'll
good.
have it for a little over a month.
Hey, that's good. I like that. Everybody out there needs to stop in and see it. Spend
Well-
some quality time there.
Well, it's it's going to extend its life beyond June the 9th. And this is where we want our visitors to become part of the storytelling that we do at the museum, because we're taking beyond this exhibit once it closes. We're going to create a very local version of this same story.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That's good.
So we want you to come and share with us, what do the themes of the exhibit, how does it speak to you? So the ideas are community, of course, first, like these community gathering places. It's about the land, what do you see? It's about the identity of a place and the people who live there. It's about how we manage change. And then how do things persist? What is not just resiliency, but also what are those traditions and places and ideas that a community holds on to?
Yeah, I'd like to know if anybody's got any really, really cool stories out there about Crossroads here in Onslow County. Y'all can call now and tell us about it. I'd like to hear about it right now.
Yeah, I
It
would
might be
love it.
something that you could pick up on. 910-333-0139.
Now, what else is going on at the museum? 'Cause
Well-
that's always a happening place.
You know what? Tomorrow we have one of our favorite programs for fourth graders that we'll be doing called Heritage Day. And there we've got schools who have scheduled their field trip with us. We're doing things like dipping candles and planting crops and talking about carpentry and pottery and family stories and heritage and genealogy, naval stores about the longleaf pine. So this is something we do in the spring and the fall. And then it's summer camp time. So we've opened registration for summer camp. Full on, we've obviously in the last 3 years had to either cancel or abbreviate camp. We're full going.
Oh, good.
And the theme is everybody's favorite, Dino Days. So
your
man.
grandson.
Oh, I'm just thinking about my grandson.
Oh,
Megan, I
my.
know you're listening.
so 8 to 14-year-olds can come and learn all about dinosaurs.
Oh, that would be exciting.
Do we have any in Onslow County?
We did not. So that's the tricky thing. I always have
Uh-huh.
to be that lady who says, during the age of dinosaurs, we were under the ocean. But that doesn't stop us from loving them.
Yeah,
Heck
because
no, it don't.
we're up there, one of the marl pits up there around Maysville.
Oh, yes.
You go get some, if you ever have a load of marl, mine from that area, and dropped off wherever you are, go out there and start looking for shark's teeth.
Exactly.
That didn't just wash in. Sharks roam this land
Is
now.
that Martin Marietta up there? Those big morals.
And we might not have a dinosaur, but as the kids all know, we had megalodons.
We did.
And megalodons, these enormous sharks. And so the best part is we can find fossils right in our, like you say,
That's
our
right.
own backyard.
Have you ever seen any of those huge shark's teeth
Oh, definitely.
that are like this?
I've not found one personally.
I haven't found one personally, but I've been diving where other people have.
Oh, my lands. Lucky.
I am reading. I'm on your website.
Okay.
Wow. I'm looking at the cost for the summer the dino thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this a typo?
No,
This
ma'am.
is cheap.
$65 for the week. If it's an early bird registration, and that includes everything except lunch. We ask you to bring your own lunch every day. Going on a great field trip to our sister museum, the Aurora Fossil Museum. And
I love that place.
my
Yeah.
friend Cindy over there, who's their director, tremendous place to visit. They have their big fossil festival in May coming up. So the kids will travel there. And then on Fridays, we do a presentation. The kids teach their parents what they learned all week on
that's
Friday.
I am impressed with this.
Dino Days.
Yeah, this is probably going to fill up very quickly, I would think.
It typically does.
I thought so, yeah.
This program is it was established by our late director, Al Potts, more than 30 years ago. The first kids I taught are now in their 40s and bringing their kids to camp.
Yeah.
Which is awesome to see second generation.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember 70s when they opened the museum. Is that what it was?
1976 sort of is part of that bicentennial spirit.
Right. I remember that at that time. I was in television in Wilmington. I was on a crew up here to cover it.
Yes, sir.
And we were back and forth many times. It was it was great the way it's developed.
Well, you know what? One of the pictures that we feature in the exhibit of a crossroads is at Wilmington and Hargett Street, which is where the old museum was that had been the Citizens Bank.
That's the one that I want. I
Yes,
remember.
sir.
Yep.
And so that's one of our crossroads because in the last now almost 50 years, how far the museum has come.
Okay, now I got another question for you. Like I said, I'm on your website. So it talks about, a lot of times after hurricanes, and especially Florence did a lot of damage. And you have a little blurb on here about people may find that family heirlooms or treasures have been damaged by water or mold, and you guys can help point them in the direction of someone from the NC that can help treat the damage. Is that correct?
Right. So we don't make recommendations about specific conservators, but we give you some guidance because people did. We had folks call us, and one of the things that people lost, for example, during Floyd with all the flooding were photographs.
Yeah.
So if you have items, we can give you some basic guidance and also point you to websites where they have list of
people
resources.
that can help you do that. That is awesome. I didn't know you guys had that.
We
like it.
we want you to. We know that you treasure your family heirlooms like we treasure the county story, and we want people to be able to take care of it forever.
I'm all about that.
It's exciting.
I love this. I didn't know you guys did that. I've got a family photo of a great. Let me think about this. Great uncle. I don't know. He'd be 100 and probably. What year is this? 20 something years old or something. Wow. My kids hate the picture; it creeps them out. But it's a family photo. It's one of those creepy old. You know what I mean? He was 3 when he died.
Oh
yeah,
my
he died
goodness.
as a child. It's in the kids hate these photos, but I feel like I need to talk to somebody about how to preserve this photo because it's like almost like a painting.
Right. So that's a lot of times what happened is you would take a basic photograph and they'd be enhanced with inks or with watercolors or pencil. And one of the things we talk about is sometimes it's even better to take a digital image of that. And that's what people love to display their pictures. And you can do so much digitally now. And put the old one away because light's the biggest damager of artifacts. Put that old one away, but then you have copies and you have a forever copy when you digitize it.
I mean, that's a good idea. And I know my daughter's listening. I'm going to be getting they hate that picture. They think he looks creepy, but it's a cute picture. I mean, he was a kid. Come on now. But yeah, I want to preserve that picture.
And a lot of, that creepiness is either the tone of the color or the fact that, the exposure takes so long that everybody sort of sits stone faced as you wait.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's okay. I want to preserve. My mom has always loved that. And I'm the one in the family that got a lot of the pictures. They were passed down to me. So, yeah. Okay, good. I may be in touch with you guys, but that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that first.
I want to talk about when we come back from a break about the invasion by the Yankees of Jacksonville and Onslow County during the Civil War.
Okay.
You guys got any? You have any history about that up at the museum?
We have a great deal of information about the Battle of New River and the ever-dashing Lieutenant Commander Cushing is what we call him.
Ever-dashing. He was a Yankee.
But he was about 21 and
everybody
knew
thought
no
he was
bounds.
handsome, didn't it? Yeah, he was handsome.
And he did something with a boat trying to get out of here that pretty much every boater that's ever worked or been on the New River has experienced. We'll talk about that when we come back. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
If you're in search of quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Rissens Highway, next to Mr. Discount, in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture that actually floats, priced 70% below department store prices. You'll find side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs in many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store, next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Richlands Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Let's go back to 1862, right here in Onslow County. This invader, you call him, what, the dashing?
I looked his picture up. He was not bad looking at all. Like, I could see why
For a
they would
Yankee,
fall.
maybe.
I'm just making a statement. I could see why people would fall for him.
And I think it was more about for us how I always ask kids, are you someone who, when we take this tour, I say, are you someone who asks permission or begs forgiveness? And
I just sneak through it best I can.
I'm a forgiveness beggar.
And Cushing was that kind of, he took risk. He didn't always ask permission, oftentimes, but never had to beg forgiveness because he always seemed to come out in the not in the right necessarily, because he wrecked not just one ship but two of his vessels. But he was really known as one of the great Union federal naval officers. And he was very, very young, in his early 20s. And he just, he took these risks and wound up sinking two vessels of his own.
He had nice hair.
He came up river here. He was looking for salt works.
Right.
Up and down the river.
So when you think about that, salt is the most important commodity because it's how you preserve your food.
That's right.
And as he came up, from Swansboro and then came around to Needs Ferry, up the river toward Jacksonville. That's exactly what his original intent was.
I think he got 2 schooners in Jacksonville, right?
He
One
did.
or 2.
So,
And then he sailed, headed back down the river. And he couldn't get too far because he was catching, at dark, he was catching a lot of gunfire from the banks.
He was.
Our good old boys out there were opening fire. Some of them armed with that kind of a weapon right there. That's an 1851 musket that the VMI cadets used for training purposes. Okay. And that came from a grocery store down in Bladen County, by the way.
How about that?
But anyway, he got down on the way down the river. He anchored up because navigating that river at nighttime is a challenge unless you really know what you're doing. And of course, he was a foreigner. He didn't know what he was doing, not down that river in the middle of the night. So waited for the next morning and tried to take off again, and he found the bottom.
Found an oyster shoal. And so when we talk about that battle, because we try and get children, students to think critically about what's happening in events, I always say, so who won the Battle of New River, which wasn't a battle in the same way that we tend to think about, especially about field battles during the Civil War. But I'll say, who won the Battle of New River? And sometimes the answer is the oysters.
Yeah, but that's the correct. That would be the correct answer here. And of course, we planted the oysters there. My forefathers did. We put them there just to wait for him.
Well, you know what? There's nothing like a New River oyster, is there? Right? The Stump Sound oysters.
Stump Sound, Topsail Rock. It doesn't get any better.
There's nothing better, and it's a tradition here in the county that's so long-standing. Foodways is one thing that we talk about at the museum, and oysters are always top of that list. The oysters, the hams, the peanuts. And those things that fed Onslow Countyans for centuries.
Yeah, the part of that preserving of the food you're talking about with salt was salt cured hams. You don't have to put them; you just smoke them, cover them with the salt, and they can hang in a pack house or wherever you want to have them until you need them or want them. Then you just go in, take a slab off and cook it or not. It's already cooked. You can fry it up at that point in time if you want to.
Tastes like home.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely.
Somewhere around here, I've got a picture of a bunch of hams that my dad used his dad's recipe in curing. And I've got the photograph of them hanging in this backyard.
Oh, my land.
I gotta dig that out.
That is awesome.
Because he presented it to the county commissioners at that time, and it stayed up on their wall at one point in time. I don't know where it is now.
Well, it's just part of who we are, and remembering those traditions and remembering those recipes and those stories, because it's also, when we were preserving food, when we were working in gardens or farms together or working in pack houses to put up tobacco, that's where those family stories got shared. Songs got shared.
Lies were passed on.
Sometimes exaggerations, embellishments might have occurred.
Yeah, well, no doubt about it. So anyway, let's take another break. We'll be right back. If you want to chat, give us a call, 910-333-0139. You're live and local Real Talk. We'll be right back.
The spring has arrived, which means that concrete project on your to-do list is here. Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville takes this time to thank those that serve us for our most prized possession, our freedom. When it comes to concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated, 3661 East Highway 24 in Beulahville. Whether you need concrete for residential, commercial, or agricultural projects, Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated serves all of eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, concrete for outdoor kitchens. Mixed Masters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate. For on-site delivery, phone 910-298-6153. And they deliver on Saturdays. Nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated of Beulahville. When you need ready-mix concrete quick, call Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville, 910-298-6153. Proud to be a part of the continuing growth of Duplin, Onslow, Jones, and surrounding counties.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
After a long day, who wants to spend time in the kitchen? Let the Burrow Restaurant simplify your life and do the cooking for you. Family dinners that will please even the pickiest palate. Place your to-go order at the Burrow's Facebook page. Tell us if there's a special pickup time or any other instructions, and we'll take care of the rest. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. Simplify your life with help from the Burrow Restaurant, 109 Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Our guest in the studio this morning from the director of the Onslow County Museum. It's located in Richlands, not Richlands. It's in Richlands. Linda Whitman Grice, thank you for being here
Lisa
today.
Whitman.
Did I say? I said Linda, didn't I? Goes on my mind.
That is okay.
Lisa.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
We do appreciate you coming in and chatting with us and sharing some of what you guys are doing and sharing some of the experiences that I have here in Onslow County.
What are the hours of the museum so people will know?
So we are there Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturdays 10 until 4.
Okay.
And so we're there almost every day of the week. And we're scheduling field trips. We're already scheduling summer field trips for childcare centers and other summer camp programs. And we're still seeing school field trips for the rest of the school year. And then over Easter, we saw a lot of out-of-county visitors, people who come and enjoy our beautiful beaches, also come and look for family experiences. And so at the main museum and also at our environmental center, which is in Sneads Ferry.
Okay.
I would imagine if it holds true like it did down in New Hanover County when I was there, that a good rainy day, you will get lots of visitors who can't do anything else, and they take the opportunity to come to your museum.
We do. And also over the holidays when people have family come and visit with them, that's a great experience. Easter Saturday, I was working and we had one family who said, were flying out of OAJ, had some time, so they stop and visit with us
Wow.
before they go to the airport. We see that.
Good location.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so great opportunity.
Close
Do you
enough.
have any displays at the airport?
Not currently. We have, but we've worked with the airport. We did an exhibit called "You Are Here" about the history of travel and transportation. And you know, our airport now is a little over 50 years old.
Yeah, I know. I was
And-
there the day the first flight came in, the Piedmont flight,
That is
when they hit a wing clipped a food truck coming in.
Well, we just need to do an exhibit on you.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
you know, that's what we love is I would rather sit and have someone share their personal stories with me. I just had the opportunity last weekend to travel and visit with a former resident of the community of Marines, which is no longer a community.
Nope.
She is 95 years
It has
old,
nothing to do with the Marine Corps.
but all about the Marine family.
Mhm.
And we always say what a fantastic and fascinating historical coincidence that is. But their last name was Marine, and they had established a township across the river from Sneed's Ferry. And she shared with us not only artifacts, but her memories of living there and her mother fishing on the river for, you know, to bring in fish for breakfast.
Right. Yep.
And so we also recently, Christmas of 21, were able to, a member of the family donated the actual post office window that had been at Marine.
Wow.
Yes. So we want people to understand, like Crossroads, Marines was one of those places that was such an important gathering spot. And then in 1941, with the coming of World War II and the United States Marine Corps, which we're also proud to be the home of, created a lot of change. And that's also really ties to the story of the exhibit, because we went from being this very quiet rural community to the entire world coming here.
It's true. Yeah.
I have somewhere in this house, and I'm looking around. I've got a couple things that are interesting. I have my great grandfather on my grandmother's side, her dad was a magistrate here.
Okay.
And I have his book with the statues in it and his handwritten notes. I have
that's
that.
cool.
I also have, he was also a surveyor, and you know, surveyors used to use chain, linked chain. I've got that chain.
Record, you have your own museum.
Pretty much.
You do.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
I got to get more of that stuff on display. I've got some on display here and there, and things like that little musket over there. So
That musket's heavy.
I know it is.
I just don't. I'm impressed they walked around carrying that thing.
You got to be a man to do that. You know,
I bet some men couldn't lift that up.
Not. You got to be a man's man to do that.
That thing's heavy.
So,
I give
anyway,
these people props for doing that back in the day.
I traced that back to the VMI cadets, and who were. That one could have been at John Brown's hanging. They were there for security on the outer perimeter.
Sweet.
That one could have been there. There were only, I think, 150 of those made for them.
Well, you know, I think that's what we always want people to do is cherish their
Absolutely.
family treasures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, one of these days, as it gets closer to whenever, you guys will probably have that.
Well, you know, we always tell folks we appreciate you thinking about us, but we don't want that whenever too soon.
No, I don't either.
She's
I'm
smooth.
I'm enjoying it right here. So,
Bless her.
Oh, we want it, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, I encourage everybody to come out to the Onslow County Museum.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I mean, that is a wonderful
you need
place.
to
They
go
have
there.
a lot of cool stuff there.
And-
what's the address of it for folks who don't know?
Absolutely. We are at, pardon me, we are at 301 South Wilmington Street in Richlands. Again, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 10 to 4. I do have to point out that starting Memorial Day through Veterans Day, we are a Blue Star Museum. That's part of a national initiative.
Right.
Cool.
And we there is no admission for our active duty military and their families. So it's a way you and also, you know, inviting those families here for 1 year, 2
3
years,
years,
3
whatever.
years.
But
But this for right this minute.
it is.
And we want you to know that you're part of that story.
Learn a little bit about what's going on. What's the price of admission, generally speaking?
It's $2 for adults and $1 for children. And that's children 3 to 18 or students 3 to 18. Our littles are always free, but we also do things for our littles. So within the Dino Days, if you have a waddler toddler, there'll be something for them too.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Exciting.
The place is awesome.
Now, the display in Sneeze Ferry, that's part of the museum?
It is. So our Environmental Education Center, we opened in 2014. It's part of, sits as part of the campus with our Sneeds Ferry Branch Library, two different departments, but who serve as sisters. And we have a beautiful outdoor learning center. If you've not walked that site.
Big old gator.
12 feet 2 inches, 540 pounds.
We need to go check that out later.
Yes.
He's the star of the show.
I understand.
And we talk about the flora and fauna, the beauty of our landscape. And, you know, as we talk about the New River, we talk about the White Oak River, the sounds, the Stump Sound and the Bogue Sound, and really how important those waterways have been for not just centuries, but for millennia. The native peoples who called this place home. You know, our underwater archaeology folks just worked with the Waccamaw Siouan to bring up a beautiful canoe.
Oh, really?
It was about it's about 1,000 years old. And at our main museum, we have an 800-year-old dugout that came out of the New River about in 1968, so about 54 years ago, that our canoe came out. So we talk about how those rivers are the sort of the lifeblood
of this area.
Exactly, the lifeblood of our communities. So sometimes crossroads aren't roadways, but they're waterways too.
Yep. I totally understand.
Highly recommend everybody go to the Onslow County Museum.
Please go there,
yes.
take a day, take an hour, take 4 hours, whatever you would like to do. Go there and take a look see, because you will be rewarded.
There's so much there
Yes,
to see.
I totally
too.
agree.
So
Yep.
much.
Yep.
Lisa, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
It's been my
Thank you, Ms.
pleasure.
Oh, thanks for coming.
We
yes.
we do appreciate you coming in. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. The reports of people trapped in tornado-damaged homes in Oklahoma. At least 2 people are killed in the town of Cole. Becca Ingram manages a pizza place in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and led people into a walk-in freezer.
People were starting to get a little frantic, and I was like, it's okay, calm down. There's 3 feet of concrete. We're good. This is the safest place to be on the block.
Those storms also hit Kansas and Iowa. A vote's expected next week on a House Republican bill to raise the nation's debt ceiling.
House Speaker McCarthy says his bill would simultaneously cut federal spending.
Would responsibly raise the debt limit into next year and provide more than $4.5 trillion in savings.
The White House today issuing a statement blaming so-called extreme MAGA Republicans with holding the American economy hostage and playing economic brinksmanship.
Fox's Jack Callahan in Washington. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
And we are back. And do we have somebody at the door?
No, we're just
Nope.
making sure.
Just making
We're
sure.
all is well.
Okay.
We don't have a shock out there today.
Not yet. He's probably
squirrel
out back.
hunting. Yeah.
Yeah, squirrel hunting. He
I
was.
heard him a few minutes ago. He's out in the back.
Because those squirrels are out there and he's determined to get
Oh
them.
my God! You should see him sitting on the deck out there, poised and waiting.
Yeah, he's like,
Still,
come
just
on.
awaiting for them.
My dog has become a fly snatcher. He'll just jump
Fly
right
snatcher.
into midair and,
Mine's been
and
trying to get
snatch
those
at a dog,
carpet-
a fly.
carpenter bees on the deck.
Oh,
yes.
my God!
I keep telling Jack, stop.
You don't want to do that.
No, but Jack thinks he can.
Yeah, my
It's a
Jack,
Jack
he
thing,
just he'll be on the couch, he'll jump up in midair to snatch that fly.
Apparently, no shot.
No, Robbie's looking for one. She just asked,
Wow.
was he in here? He's not in here.
No, he's out there
Yeah.
somewhere.
I heard him just a little while
She's
ago.
looking for him because he's
Yeah.
not in here. We had something this is terrible that happened here in Gaston County, North Carolina, Tuesday night. A 6-year-old little girl and her parents were shot by a neighbor because a basketball rolled down the street and into his yard. The guy flipped out, ran up and down the streets firing until he ran out of bullets, and now the police are hunting for him.
They don't have him?
No, he's described as armed and dangerous.
Well,
24-year-old Robert Louis Singletary. The little girl was hospitalized. Last night she was released. Her father's still in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Mama got shot too, but she has been released. And the little girl, she's 6, and she got shot.
This is ridiculous.
Yes.
You know what? There are people out there that, I support people's right to own and bear arms, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the Constitution.
I agree.
When you do stupid stuff,
right,
or you're a mental, he's had problems.
Well,
there's no doubt before.
He chased him down, firing at him, and the mom told the police she heard him say to the husband and the daughter, "I'm going to kill you." The dad got shot the most because he was trying to shield his little daughter. This guy chased him down. Apparently, a fourth person somewhere on the street was shot at but wasn't hit. But he faces multiple charges: 4 counts of first-degree attempted murder, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon. Now listen to this.
Okay.
Oh, it gets better.
See, that's illegal.
Yes, well, it gets better. So in December of 2022, so a couple of months ago, he was arrested for assaulting his girlfriend with what police described as a mini sledgehammer.
Ooh.
He allegedly prevented her from leaving his apartment until she cleaned up the evidence of the assault. And she was able to escape 2 hours later. Why was this guy out on bail? They said he was new to the area, but the neighbors say he often got angry with children in the neighborhood. Oh, no.
Well,
the U.S. Marshals are actually looking for him now.
Well, I bet they are.
And the little girl even made a comment to the news media. "We don't even know him. Why did you shoot my daddy and me? Why did you shoot a kid's dad?" Because the dad was shielding her. He's still in the hospital.
Well,
it's very, very sad. Just playing with the kid playing in their front yard. The ball rolls down the street in his yard. It happens.
No kidding.
What is wrong with people?
Well,
yeah, this is sad. This makes me very sad.
Makes
Hurts
me
my heart.
mean. It just makes me feel mean.
Well, how about the story of the 2 cheerleaders in Texas that were leaving an event and went to get into their car, got into the wrong car by mistake, and the guy sitting in the car shot him.
Like he couldn't tell they were cheerleaders.
I know, with their little pom-poms and big old bows in the hair and cheerleading outfit.
Were they killed or were they?
One is fine. The other one's in critical condition. I mean, they're just adorable looking girls.
It's very sad.
Yes. I mean, we talked about that one time. How many times have you gone out
Lord,
to
I've
get in
done
your
that.
vehicle and try to get in the wrong one?
I've tried to get into the Jeep that looks like mine that's parked at Tideline Marine, owned by that Elise has, all right? I sit there and try to open the door, click the clicker, and it doesn't open the
Well, I
door.
tried not long ago to get into a black pickup truck that was almost identical to mine until I realized that was a Chevy and mine's a GMC.
Well, they're pretty much the same.
Oh, no.
Well, I opened the car door of one with my bags, and it was unlocked because the person was sitting in the front seat, but the back seat put them in there. And as soon as I opened it, I realized it wasn't mine because I keep my car clean. This was messy, and it was a lady, and she started laughing. I'm so sorry, ma'am, because her car, we were parked side by side. I just went to the wrong one. But as soon as I should have known, because I always lock my car, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I clicked it once, but as soon as I saw how messy hers was, I knew it wasn't mine. Thank goodness this lady had a good sense of humor about it. But yeah,
Well, it's why I say that, we have the castle doctrine here in North
Yes, I
Carolina
know.
about
Yeah.
breaking into somebody's house or
Right.
into their car.
Right.
But you really don't want to shoot your neighbor's 15-year-old kid
No.
because he came home with 3 beers in his belly and just got into the wrong house. Do that.
No.
You ain't going to live with that.
No,
That's stupid.
Yeah.
If there's of aggression towards you, it's a different story.
It's quite different.
Completely different. But that's the kind of mentality and training up in your head that you need to get into. You need to understand that in advance.
Correct.
So, good gracious.
Well, the White House had a intruder yesterday. Did you see that?
Was it
story?
yesterday or day before?
Yeah, it was a day
was
before.
It day before?
Yes.
Little toddler. Yeah, it was Tuesday. They got a
Yes.
picture of the Secret Service carrying the toddler. Managed to squeeze through the fence.
Yeah.
That's the second time that has happened.
And I mean, and they're, I can't imagine a parent because they're going to be panicked because they can't get to the kid.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Secret Service comes running with guns drawn because
Hey, did you lose something?
yeah. And the Secret Service is who, went out there and they reunited him and they restricted to access completely and they questioned the parents.
Of course.
I mean, because you just never know.
You gotta ask questions.
Yeah.
The last time that happened, that's when Obama was president, and they actually put the White House down on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
They locked it down. He was getting ready to give a speech to a group that was there. They locked the White House down.
An acquaintance of mine, retired Secret Service guy.
Mm-hmm.
We've had him in here.
Yes.
Timothy Spees.
Yeah.
He's living down in Brunswick County now. They built a house down there. He managed to catch one of those intruders. He chased them down and he took them down.
Ooh.
One of the real intruders, not a kid.
Yeah, not a kid one. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, they were saying even in this article, a lot of times people, protesting, they'll chain themselves to the fence.
oh,
and
good luck with
all
that
kinds
one.
of crazy stuff. Yeah, like
Isn't
y'all
that
have
where you
fun with
flip a
that.
switch?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
like,
that's when you get the water hose
would
out,
not do
especially
that.
if it's
Yeah.
winter time.
Yeah.
Wet them down and let
Oh,
them stay
yes.
locked up for a while.
Well, another news, and it's local news. If you're traveling I-40 or traveling Highway 24 into Carteret County, Staff Sergeant Joshua Caleb Gore, a graduate of West Carteret High School, was one of the 9 victims that was killed when the 2 helicopters crashed into each other in Kentucky, and that happened in March. His body's being returned today. It should arrive at Raleigh-Durham Airport around 3 o'clock, and then it'll arrive at the funeral home sometime between 6:30 and 9 tonight. It's going to be escorted by the Patriot Guard and various other
Good.
riders and some of your first responders. So if you're out on the highway and you see it, please pull off the road. Be respectful.
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 910-333-0139. I think our phone lines are operating.
It's quiet where our callers.
Let's see. That one's good.
They're good.
So, if you want to chat, give us a ringy-dingy. We'll love to talk with you. 910-333-0139. We'll take a quick early break, do some weather, and then we'll be back. You got some history to share. What's your favorite Crossroads story in Onslow County? There's got to be folks out there who know Crossroads and things that have occurred there that you can remember that were maybe a country store. How about there at Southwest, right at Southwest of the Crossroads there used to be a great little store there. In Verona,
Right
there
there.
is a wonderful store there.
On
And
what's this road at? Piney Green
Piney
Road.
Green Road.
Oh, Piney Green in Halltown. There used to be a store, the Red Top.
Yep.
That was there for many, many years.
Yep.
You're live at Sneeze Ferry, the Lucas store, run by the Lucas family, right there on Peru Road. Do not try to call it Peru. It's Peru Road.
I always thought it was Peru.
You were wrong.
It's Peru.
Peru.
Okay, learn something new.
There you go. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME, and we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Schrader, your host for Sports Talk every Friday morning at 9 a.m. This Friday, April 21st, we'll have John Clemens, the general manager of the Downey's Wood Ducks, in the house with us to talk all about the Wood Ducks. Season's getting started off. Big series this week with the Carolina Mudcats. Huge games going on this weekend, so make sure you tune in this Friday morning at 9 a.m. on Freedom 97.1 FM, 1120 AM WSME.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Spring is here. That means fishing and vacation season. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool, and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes to transmission repair, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple hose, tune-up, or just getting your ride ready for the getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corbett Road, Highway 24 in Swansboro. Again, the number for Battlefield Automotive is 910-325-0828.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it. We stand behind it.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 SME.
All right, we're back. We're going to do some weather, but first of all, Kelly's going to walk back over here, and she's going to tell us where my dog is or was. We heard him barking, and he walked outside.
He was barking at the window, and I thought he was trying to get our attention.
Barking
Usually
at
he
the
comes to
window.
the door, but I thought he was no. He was great. It was a squirrel on the ledge right here. Is there a bird feeder or something right here?
No,
Oh, he was on the window.
he was probably
and
trying to get away.
was shocked, saw him, and tore him down. Tore him down, and then he took off running, and the squirrel managed to get over the back fence.
Oh, I'm sure.
But Shock tried to get him.
Yeah, we got a ramp out there for the squirrels to get so they can get out of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see him go up a ramp. I think he just cleared it from the ground
He
over
probably
the thing.
they
but
can
yeah.
do that too.
But
So
that's
anyway.
what I was like. Why is he barking at the window? I honestly thought he was trying to get our attention through the window, which is very odd. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
that-
very,
he
very
doesn't do that.
smart. Oh no, he had a squirrel.
Good boy.
Shockwave, you're the best.
Hey, my squirrel dog.
He is the best.
Tideline Marine and right here in Jacksonville, Tideline Marine and Family LLC. It is a family operation. The Papistrats own it, but everybody there is part of the family. The technicians, the folks on the inside, we're all part of the family. So it's fun. We even cook together sometimes, and we bring food in for everybody, and that's just the way we do things. It's a good time down there. So that's the kind of place, if you want to do business, that's the kind of place you need to be considering doing business with a family operation. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. We're all boaters. We all fish. So if you want to know something and you're new to the area, come on down. We will take the time to explain to you how to get from here to wherever you want to go by boat. So it's a great thing to do. Offshore today, winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10, seas about 2 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers only a light chop tomorrow. Winds again, very light out of the west this time, about 5 knots. They'll switch around to the south in the afternoon. Seas again, 2 feet, dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers will be flat tomorrow, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon. Saturday, different story altogether. Winds out of the south, 15 to 20, gusts to 25, seas 3 to 4, building to 4 to 6 in the afternoon.
Today, sunny, high of 88. Tonight, clear, low of 57. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 85, and the gusts will start tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, cloudy, low of 62. Saturday, yeah, he's wet. Saturday, rain. I don't know. It's just a wonky forecast. Just know it's going to rain and thunder Saturday. It's going to be about 77, but it's just going to be not like kind of a yucky day. Saturday night's supposed to rain, 80% chance for certain, low of 51. But Sunday it'll be beautiful, sunny, high of 73. I like it.
Yep, a little cool front coming through.
It
So
is,
that's what's going to happen. Change in the weather.
Have you got a pond in the backyard? This dog is soaked.
It's high humidity out there today, and the
he
grass
knows.
the grass is going to be
in
wet.
water.
Oh, he has. Where'd he
He's
get that
been in
from? Yeah.
water.
Well, there's the fountain back there.
Well,
Oh yes, there is a little pool back on the other side.
oh,
One of those little
okay.
kiddie pools.
He got up in my lap, and
He
I was
probably
like,
went- he went squirrel
"Whoa!"
hunting.
And he's been squirrel. He may have, you never know. He
He may
may
have
chase a
chased him in
squirrel.
there.
He could have chased him into the pool.
And if he did, he went after him.
Ah,
His breed is not known to be a water dog.
not this
so
dog.
he
He's
doesn't-
wet. I'm telling you.
I
He's
know, I
look.
petted
Look at
him
my
over here.
pants. Look.
Oh yeah, he's so. Oh wait, you little no.
Oh, that's what it was all about.
He don't want to come over here to get petted. He's trying to eat my yogurt. Dude, this is my
You
breakfast.
wet well the way up. Where you been, boy?
I'm telling you, he's like his house.
It's been on a pond or something.
Leave the water alone.
Yeah, shockwave. You can't
Okay.
Eat you can't eat my yogurt.
Can't have the yogurt. Can't have her water.
No. It looks like you don't need any water. Where's your water?
Anyway,
Sweet baby.
our little mascot, Shockwave.
Yep, we love
Come
him.
on back over.
Do you remember the story? And I talked about this a little bit about how in Florida back in the fall, the two drivers got in the fight.
Yeah.
And
I remember
one,
that.
remember they shot into each other's cars.
Yeah.
Both
Right.
kids in,
Yeah, both of them.
kids in each car got shot. One got shot in the leg and one in the back or something.
Mm-hmm.
The one was a teenager. The one that got in the back was a teenager. The 5-year-old was in the was shot in the leg, and it was a road rage thing. You know how that
Yes.
goes. And one of the guys threw the open water bottle into the driver's side window. Well, they were originally both charged. The kids survived. Both children survived, but now only one of the guys, the state attorney's office charged him on March 30th with one of the dads, 3 counts of second-degree attempted murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault, and 1 count of maliciously throwing a deadly missile. That was that water bottle. So the other dad who shot, he shot first apparently, but the guy that was charged is the one who shot second. But because it stemmed from, I guess the way I'm understanding it, because they're doing it, the guy that shot first is protected under the Florida Stand Your Ground law. So, but they're saying the reason why he wasn't charged is because that water bottle was thrown at him.
Well,
and
yeah.
it hit him.
Yeah.
And so they're saying he reacted. It's bizarre, but yeah,
It is.
This
it's
is wild.
bizarre, but there's some common sense here that should apply.
Both of them acting a fool,
Absolutely.
driving around, and now both of them's kids got shot. And they're lucky these kids weren't killed. But anyway,
For sure.
So I just wanted to put that out there. So the most recent update to the story.
Thank you. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. We got a caller.
Hey, Rayford. How you doing? It's Bill.
Hey, Bill. What's going on?
Hey, I'm moving, so I got a little doggy I need to find a home to. And if any of you guys take him, I'll give you $100 too.
You're trying to get rid of your dog and going to pay somebody to take your dog. What kind of dog is this?
He's my wife's dog, so he's little and spoiled. You know, he is one of them little women dogs, little doggy who doesn't go outside, gets cramps and stuff. But he's a good dog. I found him a good home in 2 weeks. He's about 10 years old, but he's updated on all his shots. He's good. Everything's good with him. There's nothing wrong. I just don't want to take him somewhere because he was a good dog. And I'm even willing to pay some to take him, too.
Wow.
And he's a little doggy, so he doesn't mess your house up or nothing like that.
All right. Well, let's see.
Is there any way that you can send us a picture?
I'm sorry, guys. You break it up. Say that again.
Yeah. I think you got a little feedback on your end too. But anyway, can you send us a photograph? Email it to us.
Yeah, I can try to. Do what? What's your email? Is it on your Facebook?
Well, just send it to rayfordbrown@gmail. That's RAEFORD Brown@gmail.com, and I'll get it and I'll pass it around. But first thing I'll do is show it to my wife.
Yeah, we want to make sure it goes to a good home because there's people out there that will take advantage of this.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. So we'll
you
have,
never know. I might like it too.
We'll help you screen anybody.
That's right.
That wants to-
Shockwave had his say.
Yeah. Hey,
All right,
Shark,
I'll do that, man. Thank you, Rayford.
thank you, Bill. You take care.
Yeah, definitely. I hope he sends a picture and then we can post it.
We'll
but,
post it after
yeah,
Robbie sees it.
And yes, Robbie sees
and
it
then-
and I see it, and we'll go from there. But
And then we will screen it, and then
That's
I'll have
right.
his email address, and we will send him whatever the folks.
exactly, because you want to be careful.
Yeah,
with
you got to be
putting out
very careful with
information like
with folks out there. There are a lot of individuals that will take dogs and abuse them.
They do. They
And-
use them as bait dogs and
yes,
everything else.
all
Very
sorts
sad.
of stuff.
And if he just put out there he was offering 100, somebody could grab that dog
Just-
just to get the 100.
That's right.
And then dump the
That's
dog.
right.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
So we'll look out for Bill.
Yep, we take care of you, Bill.
That's
we'll
right.
get something.
We
done.
like Bill.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
right.
Remember the gangster who went to prison? They couldn't get him on anything else. His name was Al Capone.
yeah.
Remember that? Remember that guy? What did they get him on?
It was tax something.
Tax evasion.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
A whistleblower from inside the IRS. He's saying that the Biden administration is intentionally, with malice aforethought, mishandling the Hunter Biden investigation.
I saw that yesterday.
What? Why?
Uh,
Well, first of all, why is the IRS saying anything about that?
well, a letter from a lawyer called for the whistleblower privileges regarding his client, an IRS criminal supervisory agent. He's a whistleblower. The letter read that the agent previously made legally protected disclosures at the IRS and stated that these disclosures contradict sworn testimony to Congress by a senior political appointee. My letter, according to this attorney, my goal is to ensure that my client can properly share his lawfully protected disclosures with congressional committees. Thus, I respectfully request that your committees work with me to facilitate sharing this information with Congress legally and with the fully informed advice of counsel. I wonder what he's got to say. I don't care what went on over social media. Some of them call it breaking news, major breaking news, all sorts of stuff. But ignore all of that crap. I kind of want to know what he's got to say. And should he be able to reveal it as a whistleblower? I have questions about that. The IRS, its agents, they're not supposed to do that.
I'm
But
still,
you're torn, aren't you?
well, I'm still trying to wrap my head around why the IRS is involved in anything about Hunter Biden.
There's too much about Hunter Biden that we don't know about.
I guess. I would think there'd be other agencies that would be higher on the level of.
Al Capone,
Yeah,
they had
that's true, I guess.
I had
Yeah,
all the
you're
federal
right, you're
agencies
right,
and everybody
yeah.
else that couldn't nail him.
Well, if IRS wants you, they'll get you.
I don't want to talk about the IRS. I'm still mad.
I hate them. Don't get me started. Yeah. Yeah.
First time ever in my life I had to pay. I'm mad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't change anything.
Apply
so
for a refund.
evidently the taxes changed, and I didn't get the memo. Did you?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I'm on a fixed income too,
Me
as
too.
you are.
I mean,
Well,
like,
everybody I
why?
know owed this year. Clients, all of it.
I mean-
I've only met one person, that has not owed.
Kelly,
That's
I
two,
have filed
me.
taxes
Okay,
since I was 16, old enough to
Mhm.
work. I have never had to pay. I always got money back. And when I did money says you owe 119, I was like going back and
Yeah.
starting all over again. I
Nope.
must have put
Everybody
something in wrong.
owes.
See, what you're doing is you're paying back that COVID
That's
money.
exactly what you're doing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're paying for all those people not to work.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Paying from minimum wage to go up to $15 and nobody wants to work. And
Mhm.
it's just
And I still can't get a hamburger ordered right by a guy. You know, at what was it, McDonald's I saw a few months ago wanted help for flip burgers here, $11 an hour at that time. $11 an hour for what? Flipping burgers? I could do that.
That's more than I was getting working at an insurance company.
And chances are pretty good that I could even get their orders right. You don't want no cheese on this thing? Well, you ain't got no cheese.
Look, I've seen them when they've taken a cheeseburger and you ordered one without cheese and they'll scrape the cheese off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
No, because if you're allergic to cheese,
right.
you've got a problem, as one of my late friends was, highly allergic. And as Kelly, she gets home and she didn't have even the burger. All she had were buns.
I had not only I had the bun, Rayford, I had the ketchup. I had everything.
Well,
I mean,
what do
they
you
went through
want?
all the trouble.
What do you
to
want?
Put the whole thing
You
together. I
know,
want the burger on there.
It's an assembly line. They just one person had their back turned as that thing came across.
I still maintain it was deliberate, but yeah, probably, or just somebody just not doing their job, or
Well,
yeah.
there's that, but they
I
still
was
got their
so
$11
mad.
an hour.
Like I said, well, it wasn't that they were not making that much at that time, but yeah,
They still don't get it right.
no, it's aggravating as
I
heck.
cannot. I don't do drive-through.
I know you don't.
So I go inside and I check my order before I leave the door.
I'll check mine before I leave the drive-through line.
But then you
People
got to
behind me
drive
don't.
around again.
No, Ray, but I'm telling you, I sit at the window.
Mhm.
I will hold that line up quick. I am that person.
Oh,
But
so
I
you're
learned
the
my
lady I was behind the other
like,
night.
I will. Like I'm
20 minutes.
I'm not going to do that. I'm like, okay, because
Just
you can
kidding.
glance very. And I should have known, because here's where I was upset with myself. The bag was light enough to even want to, and I was like, man, and I remember thinking, man, this bag feels kind of light.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, burger doesn't weigh that much, but still, I knew, and I don't know why I didn't till I got to the stoplight, and I was headed to a meeting. Like, I had to be there. I was on a time.
So you were eating on your way.
My goal was to eat on the way to the meeting. I ate my fries. It wasn't no burger.
You didn't eat the bun?
I ate a little. I was so mad, Raven. I was so angry. So angry. I was so mad.
So what did you do about it?
Complained. But I called them up. But what am I going to do? Because, I mean,
they'll just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." They hang up the phone and they go.
Well, I mean, and in all honesty, truthfully, there was no way to prove that there had not. You know what I mean? There was no way to prove there was no. I mean, I guess somebody would take a burger off to try to get it. I don't know. I would not. But
well, you should have burger juice on the bread at least.
No, there was ketchup and whatever else they put on there, pickles, and no burger.
You had a pickle sandwich.
I was so mad. So mad. Yeah.
A pickles burger.
It's a crying shame. It's what it is. It's a travesty.
Anybody got any wild, crazy stories?
This is terrible.
910-333-0139. I want to hear crossroads stories. I want to know about some local crossroads that are really outstanding, and
so
people who live businesses there or whatever.
I know you have to have a junction in Wilmington.
I do that.
My brother used to live right there.
That was a crazy.
That's
crazy place.
I did too.
Yeah, that was a lot of traffic.
And way back when, in their 50s, there was apparently a guy with a gas station there that had a cage full of monkeys.
Oh, is that why it's called that?
That's why it was named Monkey Junction.
I always wondered why it was called that.
You know, filling stations, gas stations, whatever you want to call them, way back when, they had many of them had certain attractions, certain things that they would have out there to have people to stop by. It was an entertainment stop. And obviously it was to fill up with gas and come in and get soft drinks and whatever else that you could get or wanted, candy bars and that kind of stuff. But they would entice people to stop by there. And the gas was in the 20s, 20 cents range in those days. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
If you're in search of quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Richlands Highway, next to Mr. Discount, in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture that actually floats. Priced 70% below department store prices. You'll find side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs in many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store, next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Richlands Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. See how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up from a traditional lap bar to a familiar steering wheel experience for stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Unlock the possibilities of your lawn with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street in Kinston for exceptional offers offers expert advice and superior service.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSNA.
Hey, welcome back, and welcome also Howard. How you doing?
Well, I'm still running the long road. Still like the 500-mile death march 3 days a week.
Yeah, well,
but I'm doing it.
You pass a lot of crossroads out there, don't you?
Oh my God! If you're not watching out for deer, you're watching out for crazy drivers. You're doing 55, and a guy's behind you flashing his lights and stuff, and it's a 2-lane road. So what the heck are you going to do? Go and pull in a ditch so you can pass you?
Nope.
So the thing is, what I wanted to tell you was back in the glory days when I was an assistant GM at Burger King on Marine Boulevard, but we used to close at 11. And at 5 to 11, a guy pulls up and orders a spicy chicken sandwich, which was $1 at the time. Now it's probably $10. I don't know. But the thing is, he paid with a $100 bill at 5 minutes before closing. And, at the time we all had these markers that would see if the bill was good or not.
Right.
And he marked it, and it looked like a magic mark. It was that dark. It's supposed to be yellow, that type of thing. So he took it back to me. I was in the office already counting down drawers and stuff. And he says, "Hey, boss, what do I do with this bill?" And I said, "Well, what'd you use, a magic marker?" He says, "No, I used one of the pens." I said, "Let me try mine." Darn thing was black as a magic marker. So I said, "We got a serious problem." So I went to the window and I said, I got to get into this safe in order to give you your change. We don't keep that kind of money around, but I have no problem in helping you out. And prior to me walking up front, I called the sheriff's department.
Good.
I was friends with Ed. Ed was the sheriff at the time.
Right.
And so they said, they knew who the heck I was. They said, "We'll be right there, Mr. Claus." So the thing is, I went back to him and I said, it's going to open up in about 10 minutes. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the sandwich for now, and I'll give you the change when the safe opens up because it's on a time lock. All right. So after about 5 minutes, and I could see he was getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
He backs up to the window. He says, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "It needs a few more minutes." And next thing I see, there's 3 sheriff's cars out there with shotguns. they had the guys on the ground in the parking lot.
Wow.
On the ground.
Cool.
Yeah. And apparently these guys had hit every single restaurant in that area, Marine Boulevard. There was there was a Dairy Queen, and there was another restaurant.
Right.
I forgot what the heck it was, and there was a McDonald's. They hit them all, but they didn't hit us because we nailed them. And the thing about it is, unbeknownst to me, and I'm sure you know this, Rayford, unbeknownst to me, when I gave them that sandwich, that was receiving stolen property.
Absolutely.
And $1 sandwich cost that guy dearly. I forgot how much time he got, but it was not pretty.
Yeah. Well, they got him for that. That's a state charge. And then I'm absolutely sure that Secret Service took over the investigation because they handle counterfeit.
Yeah, we had to go to the Onslow County Courthouse to testify, me and the other crew member that actually discovered the thing. At first, it's ironic, he stopped in to see how I was doing at the house yesterday, which was really a blessing, to see somebody and spend about an hour, and I was cracking jokes with him, and he just was he was laughing so much he was crying. It's the way we used to be at night there. We'd have a good time.
Yep.
But the thing about it is, they found 5 additional $100 bills in the truck.
Oh my! Well, you got him good now. Possession of.
Yes.
Also passing it.
I think Ed would put him. Well, no, the Secret Service took over. They probably put him underneath the jail.
They should have. Being stupid for one thing.
Exactly. So, but for a lousy $1 sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, well, anyway, he figured, okay, I'm going to do this 5 minutes before closing. They're just going to take it, give me the change, and we'll call it a day. No. So I had to share that one with you because that's probably the most interesting story that's happened at the Burger King. So anyway, so you guys, I had picked you guys up about right at the county line with 11:20.
Okay.
When I finished at Burgaw, and you guys were like total static, but I still listened even with total static.
You can you got an AM radio in your car, right?
I got AM and FM.
Flip it over to 11:20 AM. Anytime you're going to be outside the county.
That's what he said he was on.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
did.
that's what you were on?
Were static. You guys were static.
Really?
Yeah. And this is like 34 miles outside of town.
Well, that's odd because I was listening to us at Wrightsville Beach a couple of weeks ago when I was there for a wedding.
Weird. It's weird. I think it has to do with atmospheric conditions.
Yeah, apparently so. But, most of them I can get it all the way to Wilmington.
I got the satellite radio, but you're not on that.
Nope.
So I get tired of listening to the doggone Fox News network. So, I can't wait for you guys to open up at 7 o'clock and start listening.
You're going to have to download Simple Radio app on your phone.
Your telephone. Simple Radio just download it. You can find it in one of those Play stores or whatever they call it.
Yeah, you can listen to us all the way from California by doing that.
How do I do that, please?
You know how to get to your applications? The apps? Go there and just type in Simple Radio and download it and install it. It takes about a minute to do all of that. And then once you're open up Simple Radio, go to WSME, our call letters, and there's only one of us in the world, WSME, and click on that, and then it will take you to the station. And then you hit listen live. I think the way it is. No, you don't. After you do Simple Radio, you don't have to do anything. It just brings us up automatically. Whatever's in the air, it comes up automatically.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try that then later on today. I'm just curious. You know anything about floaters in your eye?
I've got some.
Okay, does that mean you're going blind, Rayford?
No, it just means they got some kind of stuff in there.
Yeah, no, I get them quite a bit.
All right, because I got one eye, and I've got about 4 or 5 floaters floating around, and it drives me crazy. And I'm thinking, my God, if I go blind, Rayford, I don't know what.
If I start to think about them when I see this goes by, I get into it, and that's all that I concentrate on that, and it drives me crazy. Most of the time, they just go in by, and I
had a bishop at the church who was also and he said there's nothing you can do for that.
Not a thing.
So, okay. Well, anyway, I had to bounce that off you because you're literally a plethora of knowledge. So I figured if anybody could tell me, it would be you.
It's just because I'm old, I can remember a lot of things.
I know what it's like. It's like you were talking about something else that brought me back to the Vietnam War, and now I forgot about it, of course. But,
Howard, Kelly, are you ready to go to the memorial yet?
What's that?
Are you ready to go to the memorial? Oh, it is closed for how long?
I think the Beirut Memorial's closed
through
July.
What about the Vietnam? He wants
around
Vietnam.
the Memorial Day weekend. Before that, like a weekend before.
Okay, that'll be our plan. Okay, I'll get up with you.
It's gonna be rough. I'll be honest.
I know that's okay. That's what I'm here for. So okay. I will get up with you.
That.
Yep, we'll schedule it.
The thing is, too, I got an opportunity to go to Arlington as far as when it's my time, and I'm starting to lean towards that. Either that or the Veterans Cemetery here in town.
Right.
But it's like nobody's going to come see me, so why not go to Arlington? You know what I mean? So, But I talked to Jones Funeral Home, and I got all their pricing and everything. They're nice people over there. I don't know
They
if you
are.
know those
Yeah, they're
guys.
very nice. Yeah.
They're very, very nice people. Treat you with respect. I had my granddaughter
They
come
are
in
great people.
and be with me on that, and I put a plug in for them anytime. They treat you so nice over there.
They
Like
do.
you're the most important person in the world. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'll get
anyway,
up with you. We'll plan
I'm
it
glad
then.
I got to listen to a little bit of the show at least,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I'll put that app in, Lee. I'll put that app in today. So.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you
Sounds
for the
good.
tip.
yeah, it's very easy to do.
It's
I
extremely
know.
easy.
So
You've got it.
sounds like it's easy to do. So, and just so you know, I hate doing this new thing that they got going on.
I
with
know
the
you
cable.
do.
I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it. So I put on 160 miles a night.
Mm.
So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yikes.
I'm glad my
believe me,
traveling
I'm not
days
getting
are
rich
over.
on it, Rayford.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that. I
I
just
didn't
I
think you
walk
would.
out of my bedroom and I walk right into the studio here.
Yeah, you'd flip burgers, but you wouldn't deliver papers.
I wouldn't mind delivering papers, but I just not
Not
going. I
like
don't
this.
want to do 160 miles a day.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't deliver to single people anymore. It's all
There you
grocery
go.
stores and post office.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I do 5 or 4 post offices a night.
Wow.
Richlands, Burgaw, Wallace, and then I said Burgaw, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like 4 I do. So, and they're pretty nice people over there. Those the people that are working at the dock area. I don't have anybody that are grumpy or anything like that.
That's good.
But you know where I got to pick up the papers every night? Not every night, 3 nights a week. Jacksonville Post Office. And that is a regular pain in the butt.
All right.
Do you have to go
Because you
inside
gotta
or go
carry
to the
them
back
down
door?
The stairs and the side stairs there,
Uh-huh.
and I got to be careful because I could fall and break my neck.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
No. All right, guys.
All right. Take
great
care,
show,
Howard.
like always.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSNME. We'll be right back.
The next Goddard's Gold, America Answers the British Invasion. We had a whole slew of hits from American artists that fought back. Brenda Lee, Martha and the Vandellas, the Four Seasons, the Impressions, Dionne Warwick, Marvin Gaye, Leslie Gore, the Beach Boys, Bobby Vinton, Jan and Dean, the Supremes. America Answers the British Invasion. Next Gold. Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Freedom 97.1 and at 1120 a.m. WSNE.
Does your big dog sound like this? Does it look about the same? Then take your big dog to Bill's Cycle Salvage.
Captain America, I'm Billy.
Now, we never said Bill was a sane man. But he sure has some cool stuff like leather chaps, vests, and jackets.
Oh, I've got a helmet.
Accessories for you and your bike, saddlebags, seat jewelry, keychains.
These ain't no pork chops. These are U.S.
Bill can even order customized items.
I think I'll order kidneys because I left mine out there on the road somewhere.
Magazines, videos, t-shirts, ball caps. Come on into Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard. Everyone is welcome.
Troublemakers.
Bill's got plenty of accessories to make your big dog look like a big dog. Sure, you can buy the parts at Bill's for Harley and try to fix it yourself, but
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard for the Harley enthusiasts.
That's what it's all about.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Top sirloin filet is only $7.99 a pound. Boneless chuck roast, $4.99 a pound. Whole Boston butt is only $1.59 a pound. Fresh fried leg quarters, 59 cents a pound in a 10-pound bag. And 10 pounds or more of fresh ground beef is only $2.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, jumbo bell peppers, just 99 cents each. Extra large beefsteak tomatoes are only 99 cents a pound. Red ripe strawberries, $2.99 a package. Sweet potatoes, 79 cents a pound. And a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes is only $4.99. Crisp green cabbage is only 59 cents a pound. And red ripe strawberries, just $2.99 a pound. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down the street, where good things cost less on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, save big with the pig.
All right, we're back and we're up against the clock again. That's the way things work around here.
It does.
Yeah, we'll talk about that event, the story tomorrow as well, as also as well as a Hurricane Expo coming up in Morehead City, their annual event.
Interesting.
So we'll chat a little bit about that tomorrow as well. And we don't know who we have coming up here tomorrow, do we?
No, I have a few calls. A
Okay.
few people yet to call me back.
All right, sounds good. So anyway, join us again tomorrow morning. Right now, we're going to take a break, do a little bit of Fox News, and at 10 o'clock this morning, a dose of the Daily D's with Rick Dees and some great music and great stories. If you listen to him, he's got lots of information.
He's funny.
He's funny and all of that. And then, of course, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's our very own Hollywood Man will be in the house spinning all of the tunes that you want to hear. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. The three of us will be back again in about 22 hours. Keep your radio.
SME, Camp Lejeune, W24 Jacksonville.
News. I'm Chris Foster. At least 2 people are killed in Cole, Oklahoma. There's a search for anyone trapped in tornado-damaged homes. An assisted living center in Shawnee, Oklahoma is damaged and evacuated.
The girls had started getting people in their bathrooms, and for those that could, and then pulling people away from the windows. So they're the heroes.
Brookdale's Shawnee Executive Director Shelley Stewart. Career IRS agents offering